Two goddesses kneel down and lick me. A poor loser one is a high-pitched joke that everyone admires. One is a cute and adorable lowly cat girl. Even the two of them divided up the husband's property rates. My husband belongs to me on Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays of every week. 246 is yours. What about the weekend? Let's share it together on the weekend. So I started a happy life with girls on both sides. 2 months ago my brother, and I took the trains to Yanjing. If I'm correct, this position seems to be mine. A soft voice sounded beside us. Excuse me, I just sit and talk with my friends while apologized. Quickly move aside to make room for the seat. The girl is not tall. Some of them are out of reach when putting luggage. Standing on tiptoe, I stuffed the suitcase in little by little. Sat opposite and watched anxiously. Why is this idiot Gu Xianqing still looking out the window? Is it possible? The stone pillars outside are better than the beauty next to him. I can't help it. Took out his phone and sent me a message. It's idiots. What's good to see outside? The beautiful lady next to you can't reach her luggage. You don't help either. I'm indifferent. I leaned against the car window and closed my eyes. Is going crazy. What a rare opportunity to get close to a beautiful woman. Till the high-speed rail arrived in Yanjing. The radio plays the arrival announcement tone. I just woke up at this time. The girl next to me made room for me. Said you go down first. It's a bit inconvenient for me to carry my luggage. I might have to delay you for a while. Don't need to take it. I waited for less people to get off the bus. I don't feel rushed. The girl said hello, then he stepped forward to get his suitcase, but after all, my height is not enough. When I put it on, I stuffed it in little by little. Now it's even harder to take it down. Just as the girl struggled, when it is easy to hold the handle of the suitcase, a blind man bumped into him. The girl lost her balance and fell to one side. The suitcase above also fell on him. I saw something was going to happen at that moment. I stood up decisively. One hand holds the girl's back, one hand steadying the suitcase from falling. Then he angrily cursed the scum who turned around and ran away. Aren't you a blind man? He hit someone and didn't even apologize. The girl recovered from the shock, stand up quickly and thanked me. He picked up his fallen suitcase, took it down at the same time. He also took down his. Then I got off the train with it. Thank you just now. My name is Luo Zihan. The girl made a brief introduction with a smile on her face. No thanks, just helping out, I responded with a smile. Girl looking at man's smile. My heart is suddenly filled with spring, and the appearance is good. I didn't expect this dead face to look so good when smiling. I have to report to the university today. I don't have time to repay you. As he said this, he took out a hand-woven hand me the woven pendant. I made this myself. I hope you don't mind me having to report to school. Goodbye. I took the small pendant and put it in my pocket. Then he said thank you. The girl smiled and waved left with the suitcase. I opened my mouth wide. Hao, who was standing there in a daze, said, what are you standing there for? Let's go. Hao finally put away his chin, which was about to drop to the ground. Aren't you trying to help others? How come he gave you something as soon as you got off the car? I was forced. I'm too lazy to explain. Walk towards the school by yourself. After taking the subway to the school gate, I continued walking straight ahead. Where are you going? The school gate is right here. Hao was stunned. I don't live in school anymore. Rent a house early now. After I finished speaking, I rushed to the rental agency. Go in the direction. Come to Yanjing again. I have booked a room online 2 days ago. It was a soft cat sound that attracted me. I looked in the direction of the sound. What caught my eye was a snow white kitten. The watery eyes seemed to have magic. Attracted me. Don't you have a master? I squatted down and gently picked up the skinny kitten. The kitten just whimpered weakly. I looked around. It was confirmed that this was an abandoned kitten. If no one wants you, I'll adopt you. I put the kitten in my backpack, let his little head out to breathe. When I arrived at the agreed location to meet the agent, sorry, the landlord just contacted me out of the blue. The room has been rented out. The female agent explained to me embarrassedly that it was okay. You see any other rooms? I can only helplessly say that you can take a look at this. It also meets your requirements. And if you share a rental, the price is cheaper than the previous whole rental. I have a clean room around the city, 1 kitchen, 1 living room, 1 bathroom, and 2 nests are quite satisfactory. This is a house shared by 2 people. An embarrassing answer to the agent. I hesitated for a moment and then agreed, although I'm afraid of sharing a roommate. It's a big guy or a middle-aged woman. But closing the door shouldn't affect. After signing the contract, I found a fast food restaurant and had lunch. I also ordered 1 more copy. Xiao Huang sat down at an empty table. Take the kitten out of the bag, gently hugged her thighs, feed him a small fish. Little guy, I'll be sorry for you these 2 days. In 2 days I will go to the supermarket to buy cat food. I didn't expect the kitten to shake his head after hearing this. You don't want cat food? The kitten nodded obediently. And 2 little paws held the little yellow croaker, started eating. I was stunned when I saw this scene. This cat eating action. Why do you look so much like a child? Compared to this, I care more about my roommate's affairs. I don't know what kind of person my roommate is. At this time the voice of good brother, how suddenly sounded. You eat here too? I'm a little surprised. Didn't you report it? Why are you eating out? There are too many people in the school cafeteria. I was so hungry that I ate outside. Then he saw the kitten on Gu Kainsheng's thigh. When did you start getting pets? Just came across it in a corner. He must have been abandoned. I adopted him because I felt a little sad. Uha curled his lips slightly. You'd rather waste your time on a cat. I don't want to spend a few seconds asking for the contact information of the beautiful lady on the high-speed train. I don't care. Smiled and said, wouldn't it be nice to adopt a kitten? He can accompany me every day. Ha didn't pray again. He can't speak. What's the point if you can't become a beauty? I turned around and said to the kitten jokingly, maybe you will really become a beautiful woman. Says it. Uha laughed and cursed speechlessly. You've become brain dead from reading novels, by the way. Remember to come to LOL at night. My 4 roommates plus you make exactly 5 rows. No problem. Call me at night, but I have to go back and clean my room first. I stood up and said goodbye to Uha on the way back. I held the kitten, I said to myself, while looking at him in my arms, can you really become a beautiful woman? Like the Catwoman in anime, the kitten raised its head and licked my cheek at me as if in response. Ha ha ha, I'd better stop dreaming. I bought some cleaning tools along the way and quickly returned to the rental. Too anxious, I bumped into a suitcase without noticing. Hey, why did you just leave the luggage at the door? And I took a closer look and felt something was wrong. Why does this suitcase look so familiar? This isn't the one called Luo Zahan's girl's suitcase. I recognized the small suitcase in front of me. My roommate turned out to be him. This is too coincidental. Just when I was confused and surprised, a middle-aged woman holding a mop came out of a room. Sorry, I was busy cleaning. I forgot to bring in the suitcase. I was stunned for a moment before I replied. It's okay. It seems not him, just the size of a suitcase. What am I thinking? How could it be such a coincidence? I laughed at myself. Then I cleaned the room. It was time for dinner after all this busy work. I was so tired that I held the little white cat in my arms. Order takeout with your phone. I was about to ask the kitten what he wanted to eat. Just remembered that this little white cat doesn't have a name yet. You don't have a name yet. How about I call you Xiaobai for now? I'll think of a name for you before I go to bed tonight. What do you want to eat? I swapped the screen of my phone to ask Xiaobai as if he could really speak. How about this grilled fish rice? I stopped my finger at a grilled fish restaurant. Asking my Xiaobai. He seems very satisfied. Little paw presses on the payment button on the mobile phone screen. Sit here for a while. I'll go to the bathroom and wash up briefly. I'll feed you dinner when the takeaway arrives. I took a change of clothes, opened the door, and come to the living room. I just heard the sound coming from the bedroom opposite. Two girls, I've cleaned it for you. Well, thank you. That's right, when I was cleaning up, I found there was no clothes drying pole. It may not be convenient to hang clothes. A lot of doubts popped up in my mind. There are two people. Never mind. It has nothing to do with me. I went into the bathroom and was about to take off my clothes and wash up. Suddenly, I remembered the two women. Just now the conversation made me realize that the clothes drying pole was not there yet. I quickly put my clothes back on. I opened the door and left the rental house. I forgot that my bedroom door was still open. The girl in the city heard a door opening and closing come out of the room immediately, but the living room is empty. The middle-aged woman followed closely and came out. Forgot to tell you, your roommate is a boy. When I chatted with him in the afternoon, I learned that he was also a freshman at Yenching University. The girl was immediately surprised. What a coincidence. In the mind, I immediately recalled today on the high-speed train the boy I met. He's such a coincidence. Could it be that the matchmaker I prayed to before school started, it really came true? After sending the middle-aged woman away, the girl is going back to her room. Just tidy it up yourself. But looking back, I saw the bedroom opposite with its door open. The curiosity in my heart suddenly began to play tricks on me. No, he is a boy, I'm a girl. Without his consent, enter his room. It's really rude. And he talked to himself again, and I looked at him. It shouldn't be discovered. More than 10 minutes later, I returned to the rental house. As soon as I entered the room, I saw a girl panicking. Holding Xiaobai in panic escaped from his room. It's really you? The two of them stood there in a daze at the same time. Luo Zahan was surprised and came to his senses. First apologized quietly. Sorry, I didn't mean to stay in your room. I see your door is open. I'm a little curious about who my roommate is. Then I saw this little white cat. I especially like small animals, so I forgot to come out. I don't care, it's just a coincidence. That Tailapu shot it in his heart. Then he quickly responded that it was okay. Were you also a student of Yenching University? Luo Zahan nodded. Who was that woman that afternoon? I'm going out to buy something. How come the female roommate becomes a beauty? That auntie is the cleaner. I hide. Luo Zahan said the following. It refreshed my understanding of him. It seems that this is a little rich woman. I need someone to do the sanitation. Luo Zahan interrupted my thoughts. Ask what play you are in. Computer science. Could it be that you too? Luo Zahan nodded again to confirm my guess. I'm from class 4. I answered confusedly. Me too. This is too coincidental. Compared to my surprise, Luo Zahan's face is full of smiles. Maybe we are destined to be together. Then I shot it in my heart that you Lao really appear. Baha, this is the second time we've met. Is this for my husband? Handsome and kind. It totally meets my requirements. It would be better if you smile more. I naturally can't hear Luo Zahan's voice. I smiled and went to wash up. I finished washing up, go to the door to pick up the takeaway that has already arrived. Back in the bedroom, I saw a note stuck on the door handle. I took it down and looked at it. The handwriting on the note is beautiful. I was a little excited just now. Forgot to add a contact method. This is my WeChat ID. Please add it after you see it so that you can contact us. I burst out laughing. How old is he this year? In such a cute way of chatting, I put away the note and opened the takeaway box. Passed the grilled fish to Xiaobai. Then I took out my phone while eating. Enter the WeChat ID on the note. Soon there was a notification sound that the friend request was approved. Luo Zahan also sent a message. What's your name? I don't know your name, and I quickly tapped my fingers to reply to Gu Kaincheng. Luo Zahan looked at the 3 lonely words. Suddenly, I felt a little angry. Why do you think he's so stupid? Let's stay a little longer to cheat. I just want a silly, sweet, handsome guy at this time. Then he continued to commit crimes without any hesitation. After a while, vibrate your phone. I opened the phone interface. I found out it was a string of messages from Luo Zahan. These are some things to know when renting together. After all, we are sharing a house, and we are of the opposite sex. Some things should be paid attention to in case of embarrassment. Luo Zahan listed 5 points. The first 4 points are all normal requirements. At 5 o'clock, writing Xiaobai, can I pet the cat from time to time? This is my personal request. It's okay if you don't agree. I glance through it again, then type a reply. No problem. As for Xiaobai, of course, as long as he doesn't refuse. As soon as the message was sent, Luo Zahan replied immediately. Thank you. I smiled and put down my phone. Why do I feel that he is so cute, but a little childish? At this time, Wuha finally called and said that there was a vacancy in row 4 of row 5. Come quickly and I will take Xiaobai, who is already sleeping beside me, gently put it on the bed. He joined the battle in the room late at night. Soon there was only the sound of typing on the keyboard. And the occasional joke immersed in the virtual world. Didn't notice at all on the bed behind me. Amazing changes are happening. No, I'm dying of sleep. I have to report to school tomorrow. He yawned and confessed to Wuha. Then I climbed onto the bed gradually. The morning sun shines into the bedroom. The alarm on my cell phone rang. I frowned and reached for my phone to turn off the alarm. But when I reached to the side, I just felt something soft. Why is this pillow so soft? It feels soft and comfortable to pinch. And it feels so real. I thought I touched Xiaobai. I immediately realized that something was wrong. The hairy girl on Xiaobai's body suddenly opened my eyes. What I closed my eyes was a girl with a delicate face sleeping beside me with a soft snoring sound. More importantly, he was completely naked. WTF, I let out a scream and sat up immediately. The girl was also awakened by my scream. Nini rubbed her sleepy eyes and sat up. Who is Nini? Why are you in my room? I was so scared that I couldn't speak clearly. The girl seemed to be more awake, blinked his big eyes, and looked at me. Then he lowered his head again, looking at my unfamiliar body. 2 little hands, he grabbed the 2 slimes on his chest. Then he smiled and opened his arms towards me at the same time. I made a soft and sticky sound. I'm a white. I was scared when I saw this girl rushing towards me, even though he looks a harmless little loli. Don't come over here. Xiaobai is a cat. How could you be a rookie? The girl looked at me in horror. Suddenly I felt sad. I'm really a rookie. You said it. I hope I can become a beautiful girl. Am I human now? Don't you want me anymore? As he said this, his eyes became wet and he started crying. I saw him crying. The panic and vigilance disappeared instantly. I hurriedly comfort you. Don't cry. But are you really a rookie? I still can't believe it. Outrageous. Fuck, open the door for outrageous. It's outrageous. I'm really a rookie. I can prove it. Then he told me everything that happened after he met me yesterday. Said one side. I started to believe it. The girl's eyes were filled with tears. I asked softly, now I have become a human being. Don't you want me anymore? No, I was afraid she would cry again, so I quickly denied it. The girl who heard my reply, she happily jumped into my arms. I quickly reached out to catch it, and then secretly, is this my daydream coming true? How did you become a human? Bro, let me go. Say happily, you were. It's not that I want to be a pretty girl. So I changed. I have no choice but to accept this fantastic fact. This is the girl. I saw 2 cat ears on the head. Very surprised this cat becomes a human. Why does it still have some cat characteristics? Won't you have human ears? No, girl shook her head, but this ear will become a human ear in the future. Just don't know when it will change. I suddenly had a headache. If someone sees me when I go out, not only in the news headlines, maybe I'll be caught for risser. Boom, boom, boom. I was worried about how to hide Xiaobai's cat ears. Suddenly there was a knock on the door. Following closely behind was Luo Zihan's voice. It's okay if I don't involve you. How did I hear you screaming? Startled, I hurriedly replied, it's okay, it's okay. Luo Zihan stood at the door and answered, I'm confused. He clearly heard Gu Kaincheng scream. Aren't you getting up yet? Today is the last day for freshman registration. I got up right away. I also remembered at this time I have to report to school today. Get up first. I was just out buying breakfast. I'll go with you when I come back. I put it on the door. After hearing the door close, only then did I put down my worry. Then I looked back at Xiaobai standing on my bed. I suddenly had a headache. There's another person in this house. How can I explain it? Not people, to be exact. Xiaobai blinked his big eyes and looked at me. I can actually change back. Why didn't you say so earlier? I'm fucked. I spent a lot of time thinking about the solution. You didn't ask me. Xiaobai said this and turned back into a little white cat. Okay, see, Xiaobai turns into a cat again. I immediately felt relieved. Mia, this is Xiaobai patted me with his cat paw while I was changing clothes. What do you want to say? I don't understand, Mia. Star Rain. I'm wearing clothes and saying Dao. Xiaobai saw this and turned back into human form. Said softly, but I can only swish back and forth once a day. Damn, I was stunned. Almost fainted. Then why do you change back? Xiaobai said aggrievedly, because you didn't understand what I said just now, so I changed back and I was speechless. Forget it. So you can't turn into a cat again today? Xiaobai nodded. Oh, what should I do today? I raised my head with a headache. You promised to give me a nice name. Haven't taken it yet. Xiaobai's slender fingers grabbed my arm. My friend, you have become a human being. It's really not appropriate to call him Xiaobai. My mind is spinning rapidly. How about you call me Muyuru? This is the name of the heroine in a novel I read. The heroine in the novel is petite and cute. Xiaobai seems to be the heroine. Yeah, I remember. Her name is Muyuru. Xiaobai likes this name very much. Hug me happily. Muyuru still retains the habits of a cat. Naked suburba, rubbing against my body. 2 slimes stuck to my back. It made me so excited that my face turned red. Hum down quickly. Haven't put on your clothes yet. I pulled apart Muyuru's arms around me. Then I went to the closet again. Find him some clothes to wear. Okay, stay here and don't leave. I'm going to school and we'll be back soon. I said and prepared to leave the room. I want to go with you. Muyuru called out and pounced directly on me. I was caught off guard by this, almost fell down. Fortunately, the 2-month summer job was not in vain. Don't rush over so casually. You are a girl now. It's getting so big that it's going to fall. I taught him simple truths. Okay. Then you take me with you. Don't stay alone in the room. I'm afraid I can only explain patiently. You can't go out like this. You have to wear a shirt. When you go out, wear pants or a skirt. Then you have to wear underwear inside your clothes. You understand? Muyuru nodded slowly, followed by a, oh my god, finally understood. I felt relieved immediately, but I didn't expect Xiaobai to do something again. But I just want to follow you. Oh my god, I fainted on the bed. You'll be arrested as a hooligan if you go out like this. What is a road? This is not the point. The point is you can't go out. I took a deep breath, facing Muyuru. She was red and sweet again. Oh well, Muyuru finally agreed reluctantly. Stay in the room, but you have to come back early. I'd be scared alone. I'll be back after I finish reporting. Wait for me in the room. Don't make a big noise. After explaining some precautions, I was relieved and closed the door. Wait till I finish washing up. Luo Zahan just happened to come back from buying breakfast at this time. I heard you yelling this morning. What happened? You're a grown man, scared like this. I was so confused by the question that I almost broke out in a cold sweat. Why does this woman like to ask questions? I saw a mouse. I was startled. Old mouse. Luo Zahan's face turned pale when he heard the mouse. There are mice in this house. No, I need to go out. After saying that, he hurried to open the door. Don't worry, the mouse has been caught by Xiaoba. I quickly comforted Luo Zahan. If this young lady is frightened, I can't take responsibility. Really? Luo Zahan stopped his hand from opening the door. There are no more mice. Luo Zahan sat down in shock. I pointed to the pile of buns on the table. I wonder why you have such a big appetite. By so much Luo Zahan has recovered. I just remembered it. When I got to the breakfast shop, forgot to ask what flavor of buns you want. Then I bought a little bit of each flavor. I took the bun and started eating it. Then he asked tentatively, your family must be rich. I guess so. Luo Zahan answered slowly with his mouth open. Why do you want to share a house? Wouldn't it be better to rent a single room? Luo Zahan smiled and replied that it was too boring to be alone. Find a roommate to chat with and have fun. I'm even more confused. Why don't you live in school? The dormitory conditions at Tianjin University are very good. Besides, isn't it quite lovely with 4 people in a dormitory? The dormitory is too small. It's like 4 people squeezed into one room. Sometimes I stay up late for fear of disturbing my roommates. Luo Zahan answered casually. I smiled in my heart. If I lived in school, how come I live with you? Okay, I didn't ask anymore. If I keep asking, I'll get depressed. Why is there such a big difference between the same people? I'll tell you the reason. Why do you rent a house? Luo Zahan asked with curiosity in his eyes. I just like a quieter environment. I'm afraid the dormitory is too noisy. Why don't you rent a single room? Too expensive. It's cheaper to share a room. Luo Zahan said, don't worry. I'm usually pretty quiet. It will disturb you. I pressed the button and continued to eat. After dinner, Luo Zahan trotted to the door of my bedroom. When we go to school, bring Xiaobai along too. Can I go into your bedroom and take Xiaobai out? I was shocked when I heard it quickly answer no. Luo Zahan pouted unhappily. Last night, I agreed to hold Xiaobai. Why do you regret it today? That's not what I meant. I quickly explained. Didn't Xiaobai just catch a mouse? A little dirty, so keep it at home. When I heard the mouse, Luo Zahan got goosebumps all over his body. I don't want to hug Xiaobai anymore. Okay then, report later. Remember to give Xiaobai a bath. When you come back, I'll go when I get back. I'll take the materials for the report and leave. Now that there are few people, accompanied by the sound of a door closing, the rental house became quiet. Asked me to forget to throw away the unfinished buns. Luo Zahan only remembered this matter when he came outside. I panicked again. I hurriedly said that it would not be too late to throw it away when I got back. I'll take you to school first. There was a creak accompanied by the sound of the door opening. Muyuru poked her little head out from the crack of the door. After looking around and finding no one running barefoot to the table, I carefully showed the buns on the table with my nose. Haha, this bun smells like fish. You are a girl. Why did you choose computer science? I asked Luo Zahan with some doubts while walking on the road. I think your family is doing business. Shouldn't you choose finance? I think this profession is quite interesting. I chose this major. Luo Zahan explained casually. I smiled evilly in my heart and said, I'm here to find my husband. Going to school is secondary, okay. The two chatted about nothing. Then a girl saw us and came over. Somewhat surprised, he asked Luo Zahan, why did you come to school today? Didn't you say you were going to rest in the rental house today? Good morning, Sister Yan. I brought my roommate to report. Luo Zahan told his colleague the reason, introducing the girl in front of me. This is a senior from our department. She is the head teacher of our class. Hello, my name is Liu Xian. Hello, senior. I smiled and simply greeted her. Liu Xian came to Luo Zahan again, whispered, no wonder you were so mean to that senior yesterday. Love to ignore your roommate is so handsome. Liu Xian said this and glanced at me secretly. I think he is your boyfriend. How can we just know each other for 2 days? It was Xu Dao who brought him to the school to report. Luo Zahan hesitated for a moment. I'm bored staying in the room. He happened to be reporting to school. Tame with him. So he's not your boyfriend anymore. Liu Xian suddenly became excited. What do you want to do? Luo Zahan looked at him. Liu Xian said with a sly smile, Zahan, I'll change places with you. The one I rented was a small single-person suite. Very comfortable. No, why should I give it to you? Luo Zahan immediately refused. He's not your boyfriend anyway. I don't think he's your type. Why doesn't he let me? Who said that? Luo Zahan said as he hugged my arm. He is my boyfriend now. My eyes widened and my mind was full of question mark. Is this possible? Liu Xian was surprised and said, we're leaving first. I took him to the counselor. Love walking slower. I haven't figured out the situation yet. Luo Zahan pulled him inside. After running a few steps, I blushed and asked you what you were doing. Hey, I'm helping you get out of trouble. Luo Zahan replied with a smile. What trouble can I have? I asked in confusion. Help you get rid of girls like Yan Jai. Why get rid of him? What was the last thing he said to you? He said you are quite handsome. I want to date you. Luo Zahan simplified his words. This is the trouble you mention. Although I don't have the idea of finding a partner, but you're not my girlfriend. Why do you want to stop other girls from coming to me? That question Luo Zahan indicates whether he is being too lenient. Luo Zahan did not answer directly. He looked me up and down. Then I started asking household registration questions. So do you have a girlfriend? No. Do you have any quirks? No. Then you go to the bar. I don't drink. So do you smoke? No smoking. I was asked a lot of questions. Why are you asking these questions? Don't interrupt me. Wait until I finish asking your question. Luo Zahan congratulated me seriously. I don't know what he's going to do. Seeing him so serious, I had to obey him. Luo Zahan continued his questioning. What do you usually do in your free time? I usually stay at home, play games, or take a nap. Will you stay out all night? I don't go out unless I have nothing to do. Where should I stay if I don't come home at night? That's fine. Luo Zihan smiled happily. Cheer in my heart, it's perfect, this must be a gift from you Lao to me. Can't let others take it away, so why are you asking these? I asked doubtfully. Luo Zihan put his hands on his hips, announced to me in a serious tone, now I'm your girlfriend, so I don't allow other girls to approach you. I was stunned when I heard this. I subconsciously touched Luo Zihan's forehead with my hand. I don't have a fever either. I just have a fever. Luo Zihan put his hands on his waist and pouted angrily. So what are you talking about? You're too hasty. I didn't expect this lady. She looks like a cute little girl. The result is so random. I didn't say anything. I'm serious. Okay. How come being your girlfriend puts you at a disadvantage? Luo Zihan questioned, and I'm not careless. I asked you so many questions. You don't have any bad habits that make me hate you. It's the tall, thin, handsome guy I like. Why can't you be my boyfriend? Luo Zihan's reasons are very sufficient. I can hardly find any reason to refute it. But we just met. I said puzzledly. Anyway, we will live under the same roof in the future. 4 years will be ripe sooner or later. Why don't we be together now? I was shocked. Good guy can predict love in advance. You didn't find a boyfriend this way before, did you? Luo Zihan is gentle and lovely. In my heart, the good impression is gone in an instant. I haven't said anything. I've never been in a relationship. Okay. Luo Zihan stamped his feet. I answered she used to be a homebody. Stay at home and watch Korean dramas every day. He didn't even look at the boys who pursued her. I'm surprised. Impossible. So are you so casual in finding your first love? Not random. I asked some questions. You are my ideal type, and I burned incense to you Lao before coming to school. We have met so many times. You must have been sent to me by you Lao. If you can't grasp it, it will be wasted. Luo Zihan closed his eyes and spoke to himself. I didn't know I had moved on. Hey, wait for me. Do you think I'm your girlfriend? Luo Zihan frowned angrily. Do you really have to have two people? Writing love letters for a year or so, then I was so shy when holding hands. You like it? That's not the kind of thing. I shook my head. That's fine. I think we get along pretty well. Forget it. I can't argue with you. I'll talk about this later. I still think it's too far-fetched. We just met yesterday and we're already my girlfriend today. Still a rich woman. Novel. Dare not write like this. When is the future? The world is money. Love me. Dance with your hands on your face. Complain. How come you are more talkative than my mother? Why is it so difficult to communicate with you? Benyan Luo Zihan was stunned for a moment. What does it mean? Have other women said that to you? I realized I almost told you wrong about it. Slip the tongue. I quickly changed my words and explained that I was referring to my mother. Okay, I'll talk to you after I finish reporting. However, the more I resisted this matter, the more she pestered me. Luo Zihan wanted to hold my hand intentionally or unintentionally, but I kept hiding. Little did they know that these actions of the two on campus, in the eyes of others, it's just a fight between two young lovers. Love scolds. Gu Kaincheng, Wu Hao's voice suddenly appeared. They both turned back in the direction of the sound. When Wu Hao saw Luo Zihan, the pupil of the eye shrinking suddenly with a visible amplitude, he was so shocked that he couldn't speak. Before I could explain, Luo Zihan was the first to speak. I'm his roommate. WTF, how I was so shocked that the soy milk in my hand fell to the ground. Run, no wonder you came to report secretly behind my back. It turns out that there is a beautiful lady accompanying her. Hey, I won't bother you anymore. You continue. After saying this, Wu Hao's face was full of smiles. He left, looking back every few steps. I suddenly felt powerless. Why is there no normal person around me? Let's go after you finish your report. You still have to go back and give Xiaobai a bath. Luo Zihan urged me, who was in a daze. I just remembered Mu Yuru is still in her room, haven't had breakfast yet. Though, why didn't you say that just now? I'm your boyfriend. Suddenly questioned. Luo Zihan thought to himself that he was already tired of playing after such a short time. Because you don't like it, I'm going to follow my boyfriend's ideas. Luo Zihan's playful answer. I'm confused. How do you feel? No matter what you say, they're all on your side. Oh, about the boyfriend and girlfriend thing. Let's spend more time together. When the time comes, everything will come naturally. Now we still start from being a roommates and ordinary friends. Start. Okay. Luo Zihan pouted and answered. After reporting back to the rental house, Luo Zihan walked to the table and said, I'm going to throw away the extra buns. I nodded and said yes. Then I started thinking about Xiaobai. How should I deal with Mu Yuru's matter today? Hiding it from you. Today he can no longer turn back into a cat. So you like fish-flavored pork shreds? Luo Zihan's sudden question interrupted my thoughts. No, I explained that I didn't eat fish-flavored pork in the morning. Sibao, it's just you and me in the room. It's you who eats it. I just had a vegetable bun this morning. Just finished speaking. Different ideas immediately appeared in the two people's minds. Oh my god, it couldn't be that Yuru had eaten it secretly. Luo Zihan's voice trembled. Is it a mouse? I thought it was a mouse. Luo Zihan left the table the moment he got off. I quickly said that it should be Xiaobai who ate it. By the way, throw away the garbage. Please bring me another steamed bun with fish-flavored pork shreds. I'll send you the money when I come back. Luo Zihan became suspicious, but I didn't continue to worry about it. No more money. But remember to give Xiaobai a bath. Quickly after saying that, he left. Oh, what can I do? It's too hard to hide it for a day. I'm going to be in big trouble if he finds out. Miru knows what will happen. Forget it. Let's go back to the bedroom and check on Yuru first. I opened the bedroom door. You are back, Muyuru said happily. When she saw me, then he pounced again. I told you you're bigger now. This can't be done. Will fall. Come down quickly. I want to put Muyuru back on the bed, but he held my neck tightly and wouldn't let go. I like the feeling of holding. You don't want to loosen. Okay. I'll let you hold me for a while. Yuru's body is soft, still has a light fragrance. I also like the feeling of holding him, but I'm afraid I won't be able to help myself and do something after we go out. Did you sneak out to eat? I asked. Muyuru nodded. Then I pouted my little mouth. I'm hungry. I smelled the scent of fish again. I couldn't help but eat it. Are you still hungry now? Muyuru nodded pitifully. I'll go out for a while. Wait until I leave before you come out of the room. There will be buns left for you on the table. Are you going out again? The smile on Muyuru's face disappeared in an instant. When can I follow you? Wait until tomorrow. When you can turn into a cat again, I'll take you to class. Why did I become a human? Can't you take me out with you? Muyuru pouted her lips and looked unhappy. Let's talk about this after I buy you some clothes. Okay, then you have to promise you have to take me out after I get dressed. I promise. I can't help but say Gu Kainchin. I'm back with the sound of a door opening. Luo's hand's voice sounded. Stay here, and don't make any noise. I whispered something to Xiaobai and left the room. Have you finished bathing, Xiaobai? Luo Zihan smiled. Can I go hug Xiaobai now? I hurried to explain. Xiaobai's body is not completely dry yet. I'll talk to you late. Then I'll go feed him. Luo Zihan holding a bun. I'm going to open my bedroom door. I quickly grabbed his hand and waited. Xiaobai is not hungry now. Why did you ask me to buy this bun? Luo Zihan was very confused. I planned to give this to Xiaobai's lunch. I appear calm. In fact, a group of people who are panicking. Please accompany me to the supermarket. I quickly added. Gotta distract him. Can't let him always think about Xiaobai. Why go to the supermarket? Luo Zihan looked at me doubtfully again. I'm going to buy some kitchenware. One person may not be able to take it. I want you to do me a favor. Why buy kitchenware? Luo Zihan didn't pick it up anymore. Of course, it's cooking. Eating takeout all the time is unhealthy. You can actually cook. Luo Zihan suddenly became excited. Ha ha ha. Let's go quickly. Luo Zihan excitedly held my hand. Run to the door. I didn't expect that. My boyfriend is not only handsome, a good housekeeper. Didn't we say we're still friends? How long has it been since you forgot about it? I looked at Luo Zihan and asked. Right, male friends. I won't say anything anymore anyway. I don't seem to suffer any loss. Luo Zihan just held his hand at most. Didn't do anything else. Just came downstairs. Luo Zihan suddenly let go of my hand. Go back upstairs. Gu Kainchin, wait for me. What are you doing? I asked casually. The sun is a bit strong outside. I forgot to bring my parasol. While Luo Zihan was speaking, I quickly ran back upstairs. I'm hungry. But the next second I realized. What the hell? I realized something was wrong. Wait, don't open the door. I rushed upstairs at the same time. He spoke to stop Luo Zihan, but it's too late. Luo Zihan opens the door. Just saw it. A white-haired girl with cat ears on her head, wearing a loose dress, 2 white legs middle, and stretched out a moving cat tail, standing in the living room, staring at him. The living room seems to have been paused. Both of them stood there staring at each other until I returned to the rental house. The two of them came out of their daze. Ah, 2 screams sounded at the same time. My ears were almost deafened by these 2 women. Why is it in our house? Luo Zihan pointed at Muyuru and asked. Muyuru quickly hid behind me. 2 small hands firmly grasped my waist. Luo Zihan looked at the 2 of them so close. I got angry immediately. Just ask me angrily. You actually hid your lover from me. No wonder you ignored me. It turns out that it already exists. I really want to cry, but have no tears. You calm down first. Listen to my explanation. Explain. What could it be that this woman is fake? Luo Zihan pointed angrily at Muyuru behind me. Muyuru was so scared that she poked her head out from behind me, shrinking back again. He really isn't a woman. I explained with a stiff upper lip. Do you think I'm blind? This isn't what a woman is. Is it possible to wear fake cat ears? Tatwoman's face turned red from the cold air. I'm really blind. I actually think you are my ideal boyfriend. I didn't expect you to be such a sanctimonious person. Calm down, beast. Let me explain. My mind is full of chaos now. Well, I'd like to see how you explain it. Luo Zihan crossed his arms angrily. He is actually the little white cat I adopted. When I said this, I want to slap myself. Who the hell believes this? Luo Zihan sneered. Do you want to listen to what you are saying? If you want to make up a lie, at least make it decent. Okay, I know it's hard for you to believe, but he really is. I'm tough. Continue to explain this fact, which is even more outrageous than a lie. I'm indeed the little white cat. Muyuru poked her head out and explained. I remember you sneaked into the room and hugged me last night, but how could Luo Zihan believe this sentence? You guys have colluded in advance. Have you figured out how to act? He didn't want to listen to these 2 people quibbling. Step forward, reach out, and grab the little tail behind Muyuru. Want to tear off what he thought was a disguise. Ah, Muyuru screamed in pain. The 2 hands holding my waist instantly increased the intensity. My face turned green from the pain. Luo Zihan was also attracted by Muyuru's cry. Startled, quickly let go of my hand. Looking at the tears rolling in Muyuru's eyes, I suddenly felt guilty. I asked weakly, are you really a white man? Muyuru nodded with tears on her face as he spoke. He moved his ears twice. To prove this is true, Luo Zihan's eyes gradually became more and more shocked. I took a deep breath and almost couldn't recover. Fainted. Hey, don't scare me. I quickly used my hips to help and was about to faint. Luo Zihan fell. You let me slow down. Luo Zihan held his head and sat on the chair. Pour me a glass of water. I quickly got him a glass of boiled water from the kitchen. After a while, Luo Zihan finally recovered from the shock. Is that why you screamed so loudly this morning? You're surprised, so am I. At this time, Muyuru grabbed my waist. I'm so hungry. Luo Zihan. He handed the buns he bought to Muyuru. Do you want to eat this? Muyuru said, but standing still. Then you take it. Luo Zihan stretched his hand a little further and down. Muyuru still didn't dare to go up but look up at me. Take it. It's okay. He's not a bad guy. Listen to me. Muyuru reached out and took it. Why does he listen to you so much? Luo Zihan was a little unhappy. For a while. What do you mean? I'm not a bad person. Why look like a bad guy? I complained to Luo Zihan. He's a cat transform. The mind is at most a little better than that of an elementary school student. You just grabbed his tail and made him cry. How could he not be afraid of you? I didn't do this on purpose. To ease the embarrassment, Luo Zihan immediately changed the subject. Now Xiaobai has become a human. What are you going to do? But I haven't figured out yet. Let's turn him back into a cat tomorrow. Luo Zihan was suddenly surprised, turning to Xiaobai curiously. Xiaobai, can you change back? I can't change back until tonight. And I have a name, Muyuru said softly. Luo Zihan looked at me in confusion. I explained embarrassedly. I named him, called Muyuru. Such a nice name. I can see you're very happy that he turned into Catwoman. Luo Zihan narrowed his eyes and gave me a wicked smile. I smiled awkwardly. It would be a lie to say I'm not happy. By the way, could you please not tell anyone about this? It's not good if too many people know about it. I won't tell you, but you have to promise me one thing. Luo Zihan said with a smile. Yuru has to sleep with me at night. Why did I immediately widen my eyes? Yuru is a girl, so of course she has to sleep with me, Luo Zihan said confidently. Is it possible? What kind of beastly act do you want to do to Yuru? I immediately denied it. I'm afraid Yuru doesn't want to sleep with you. No, Yuru's mind is still that of a little girl. I have a way. Luo Zihan came to Mu Yuru's side and asked him softly, Yuru, what do you want now? I want a set of clothes for me now. Kind Cheng said I can only go out after I put on clothes. Mu Yuru answered very honestly, how about I give you a set of my clothes? Really? Yuru suddenly became happy. Resistance to Luo Zihan also disappeared in the bedroom. Luo Zihan said to Mu Yuru, you take off Gu Kaincheng's clothes first. Mu Yuru cried out in hunger, very obedient to take off the clothes. Luo Zihan looked at Mu Yuru's perfect, almost impeccable body. I can't help but feel jealous why he has such a good figure when he just turned into a human. My breasts aren't that firm yet. Why are you staring at me? Mu Yuru was a little scared when Luo Zihan stared at her. Luo Zihan came back to his senses, quickly explained, I'm just looking to see what kind of clothes suit you. Talking, turning around and looking for clothes in your closet. Try this one. Luo Zihan took out a short-sleeved shirt and pleated skirt combination. Mu Yuru hummed. The thought of getting dressed and going out happy again. Yuru will put on your underwear first. While Luo Zihan was speaking, take a piece of underwear and put it on Mu Yuru. However, Mu Yuru put on her underwear, uncomfortable gurgling noises in the mouth. What's wrong? Luo Zihan looked at her distressed expression and asked. So uncomfortable. Yuru's face turned red. Luo Zihan felt unbalanced again. I'm so angry. Always feel like he accidentally despised my body. Then she said she would not wear underwear for the time being. I'll buy you something suitable for you later. Put the shirt on him. Ice-looking body wash for getting dressed. Luo Zihan couldn't help but praise it as too cute. The two walked out of the room. Luo Zihan asked me, Gu Kaincheng, look at how you wear down jackets. Can I go out now? However, I was in a trance the moment I saw Mu Yuru. Even saliva is flowing down. I hurriedly got up and opened the door, speaking to Luo Zihan, who had a dark face. Yuru said she couldn't sleep last night, just came over to sleep here. Mu Yuru at this time. I was also scared and apologized to Luo Zihan slowly. Sister Zihan, sorry, I came here because I couldn't sleep last night. Luo Zihan originally wanted to blame Mu Yurong, but looking at her pitiful appearance, she really couldn't bear to speak. Please don't be so fierce. Yuru will be scared. I'm not frustrated yet. Protect the down. Let Luo Zihan. The anger that had subsided a little rose again. And out of the way. Luo Zihan pushed me aside angrily. Enter the room. Look carefully at every part of the bed. I checked the quilt in my hand carefully again. Then he used his nose to embroider. After confirming that no abnormalities were found, I took a long breath. How come it's okay? I looked at Luo Zihan. The series of strange actions just now raised puzzled questions. Nothing. Luo Zihan blushed. She rolled her eyes at me and walked out of the room. I'm hungry. Make me breakfast. Luo Zihan was still angry and yelled at me. I don't get used to him anymore. When will it be? I am your servant. If you want me to go, I will go. Luo Zihan became even angrier when he heard this. Standing on tiptoe, grabbing my ears and whispering angrily, I told you not to be partial. The night before yesterday. Why last night? Yuru sleeps in the same bed with you again. I'm also helpless about this. Travel to my room by yourself. It's not my initiative. I can't help but spread my hands and explain that I don't care your bias towards him. Make me breakfast. Just as compensation. Luo Zihan put his hands on his waist and acted like a rogue, but I can't make breakfast. I can't make you buns and soy milk. I explained with a wry smile. Luo Zihan is unhappy. She pouted and muttered, then you go buy us breakfast. I'll eat the meat bun, okay? Then you go out and laugh. I need to change clothes. I also think I'm indeed a little biased towards Mu Yuru. I had to agree to Luo Zihan's request. Yuru, we also went back to the room to change clothes. Lot Zihan took Mu Yuru back to his room, looking at Mu Yuru with the little white cat before. Ha 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 ha, it really can be changed back. Luo Zihan was surprised and happy and picked up Xiaobai. Now you are a rookie again. Luo Zihan happily hugs Xiaobai. I smiled evilly in my heart. Hee hee, Na Kaincheng belongs to me alone. I took the school bag, then put Xiaobai in the school bag, open a small hole on the top, let him breathe in there. After all, it's the first day of class. I went to work with a white cat in my arms. It would be too conspicuous. Why do you have to let Xiaobai stay in your school bag? How unfair to him. Luo Zihan said at this time. Mio Xiaobai also poked his head out of the school bag. He shot it in dissatisfaction. Look, Xiaobai also wants to come out for some fresh air. Let's take him out to get some fresh air. Luo Zihan said as he was about to hug Xiaobai. Okay, don't you think it's a good idea to hold a cat in your class meeting? Too conspicuous. Thought you were because of something, a compelling reason. It's for your face. Luo Zihan gave me a cold look. I don't think it's noticeable if you don't hug me. Hug me, Luo Zihan said. He took Xiaobai out of the school bag. Hold in arms. I can't continue to say anything, following Luo Zihan silently until I entered the campus. Luo Zihan broke the silence. I didn't expect you to be so nice. I'm just afraid of trouble. Just think, if someone is watching holding a cat in my arms. I came to the class meeting. It will attract people to ask me questions. Isn't that good? It's a good opportunity to build good relationships with classmates. Think it's too much trouble, and I'll finish the class meeting later. I also have to work part-time in the school cafeteria. Is your family short of money? I have to do part-time jobs right after I came to school. Luo Zihan asked in confusion, and I told him the truth. Lack of money is out of the question. Just an ordinary family. I work part-time just to relieve the pressure of renting a house. That's easy. I pay your rent every month. If you go to work, who will cook for us? Luo Zihan said very easily. Then I will just work for free. You and I are just boyfriend and girlfriend now. There is no reason to use your money, I replied with a wry smile. I think it's better to rely on myself. Once you get used to eating free food, you will easily become dependent on it. Know if you go to work, who will accompany us? Who will cook for us? I'm not there all day. I'm at noon and evening. I was busy at work during those twos. If I want to cook, I have to have 2 days off. The two had another heated exchange. But no matter how Luo Zihan coerced and Lord Gu Kaincheng was determined to go to work, little did they know the two were arguing while walking on the campus attracted a lot of people's attention. You see, they seem innocent eyes. She really can't lose her temper, so I changed the protesting to her with a pity face. Yuru, you don't keep your word. You promised me that Sister Zihan, who slept with me last night. Sorry, I can only sleep next to Kaincheng. Yuru drooped her ears, looks very aggrieved. Luo Zihan wanted to comfort her. A heart couldn't help but be extremely. I acted cute and pitiful, but she killed me. Never mind, after all, she is a child and doesn't want to be like him. I'm back. I returned to the rental house early. And he called out to Luo Zihan and took the breakfast. A bad idea suddenly popped up in my mind. While I'm changing my shoes, she suddenly stood on tiptoe, kissed me on the face. I covered my wet cheeks, staring at Luo Zihan in surprise with eyes wide open. The reward for buying breakfast is not waiting for me. Yet Luo Zihan smiled and said, I blush. I just bought some breakfast. It's not necessary. So you like this reward? Luo Zihan is very happy. She finally managed to make a comeback against Yuru. Yuru stood aside watching the intimate actions of the two. I feel very sad. She doesn't know what jealousy is. Just know that she seems to be at a disadvantage. So Yuru gently pulled the corner of my clothes, not yet fully recovered. Blushing, you turned your head to look at him and squatted down a little. Yuru is not like Luo Zihan, still a little shy. Why are you squatting? Although I doubt, but I still squatted down slightly. Yuru's little mouth pasted on my face, and it hasn't been loosened for a long time. Luo Zihan got anxious as soon as he saw it. Damn it. I just kissed. No, I can't lose to him. He kissed me on the other cheek again. Even suck it up. Finished breakfast. My blushing face returned to normal, but on the right cheek there is also a red mark. It is Luo Zihan's masterpiece. I smiled bitterly and said, don't suck when you kiss me. Hey, your face is so clean. I couldn't help but take a sip. Luo Zihan stuck out his tongue playfully. I replied with a smile. I'm really afraid that you will bring down. Taught him badly. I look in the mirror. Then he rubbed his cheek vigorously with his right hand. Stop rubbing it. The more you rub it, the redder it gets. It will disappear naturally after a while. Luo Zihan reminded me to get ready to go to school. There is a class meeting this morning, and you can't be late. I hope no one else notices. Otherwise it's too embarrassing. I said to Yuru, who was drinking salt milk. Yuru, we're going to class and won't be back until noon. You stay home alone. I don't want to stay home. I want to go too. Yuru shook her head desperately. You haven't waited for me to finish speaking. Yuru directly in front of the two people target instantly turned back into to be just yesterday. The couple that was particularly popular couple. Really, that boy is really handsome. It would be nice if I were single. After the two entered the classroom, instantly became the focus of the classroom. The classroom started to get a little noisy. I posted school yesterday. I've seen his photo on. His photos were taken by several wealthy seniors. I spent money to push it to the front page of Taiba. I didn't expect that he was my classmate. It really stinks. With a gentle and refined atmosphere, she is so white and looks absolutely nice in ancient costumes. It's really pretty. But I think it's still a little too thin. I still prefer the muscular guys. At this time, the class teacher Liu Xian also walked into the classroom. I saw it at the back of the classroom. Gu Kain, who was sitting next to him, Cheng and Luo Zihan, we really became a couple in one day. It's definitely temporary. Soon it will disperse. Liu Xian comforted himself. Then he started his mission. He spoke to the whole class. Please scan the QR code on the screen. Sign in with the instructor. Professor Lu Zheng will be here soon. After a while, a bald man with a somewhat marketable figure, middle-aged people walked into the classroom. Teacher Du is here. No one is lacking in love. Liu vowed to sign in, reported to the road administration. Okay. The road administration nodded. Then I made a brief self-introduction. My name is road administration. It's your counselor. This class will be open to meet the school's requirements. Mainly explained the school rules and regulations and some notes afterwards. Just pointing at the PPT on the screen, talked about our instructor is so lazy. Luo Zihan couldn't help but complain in a low voice. I think it's pretty good. No nonsense. I like this bald professor. After the bald professor finished speaking, the self-introduction session started again. When Luo Zihan introduced himself, a girl asked Luo Zihan, is this kitten yours? Luo Zihan nodded and said yes. Then I added another sentence in my heart. What belongs to Gu Kaincheng is mine, no problem. But Xiaobai moved his tail in dissatisfaction. Protest. I'm from Kaincheng. I like kittens too. Can you give me a hug? The girl asked tentatively. Luo Zihan shook his head and refused. That's not possible. Xiaobai is not only mine, he is also Gu Kaincheng's. Everyone had roughly guessed it. The relationship between the two. As soon as Luo Zihan mentioned Gu Kaincheng's name, the classroom suddenly became levelly full of sighs. So what is your relationship with Gu Kaincheng? Some girls don't give up. I want to hear. Luo Zihan admitted himself. Luo Zihan is worried how to assert his sovereignty over Gu Kaincheng. Then someone asked. Of course he has to admit loudly that you guessed it right. Of course we are a couple. There's no need to publicize our relationship. I feel helpless looking at Luo Zihan, who was walking back. I didn't promote it. Someone asked me, so I answered. Luo Zihan answered with a smile while holding Xiaobai. These are the girls sitting at the front table. Curiously, he turned around and said, the school has a forum. You and Gu Kaincheng, it seems to have become a hot topic on Taiba. I was stunned for a moment, but I didn't take it to heart. I'm not interested in these things. Zundu Jaidu. Luo Zihan was very surprised. Take out your phone and open the school's forum. Sure enough, the first post was about Gu Kaincheng. Please lock this handsome guy's name in the class. I like this handsome guy. Then the following is a yesterday. Luo Zihan and Gu Kaincheng photos of walking on campus. However, Luo Zihan was sent by Ironman to use delete the image software. Luo Zihan couldn't help curling his lips when he saw the post. Who is this person? I'm right next to Gu Kaincheng. Raw people so blatantly. Luo Zihan continued to watch. Found the first 3 posts on Taiba. Both are related to Gu Kaincheng. There are many posts about him, but they are all below. Why Gu Kaincheng related posts will be pinned. Luo Zihan asked somewhat confusedly. Several female classmates answered. The person who posted this probably paid for it. School post bar. This is an independent website made by a senior. You can make your posts sticky by paying money calculated by day. Seems quite expensive, so to speak. There are 2 rich ladies in the school who like Gu Kaincheng. Listen to what the 2 of them said. Luo Zihan couldn't help but feel jealous. He didn't even hear Gu Kaincheng talking to him. Do you know how to make yourself post? Is the subtitle pinned? Luo Zihan asked them. After you post, just go find the forum administrator. Luo Zihan wanted to continue asking, but Xiaobai in his arms started to struggle. Luo Zihan hurried to comfort Xiaobai. At the same time, he just in time to see Gu Kaincheng walking out of the classroom. I quickly chased after him holding Xiaobai in my arms. Why didn't you call me when you left? Luo Zihan asked in a blaming tone. Come on, I told you 3 times. After class, you were just staring blankly and didn't hear anything. I also have to work part-time in the cafeteria. Naturally, I left first. I have no choice but to explain. Luo Zihan said embarrassedly. Oh, I don't have any classes in the afternoon anyway. You should go back first with Xiaobai in your arms. I will be back after I finish my work at noon. Don't ask me to accompany you. Luo Zihan thought of the 2 women who posted. I feel angry. I'll post a message later. Directly stick to the top for 1 year. Why are you following me? I went to work. I want to accompany you to prevent you from being bored at work. Besides, Xiaobai must want to stay with you too. Luo Zihan answered confidently. The 2 came to the hamburger shop in the cafeteria. Boss, I'm Gu Kaincheng, just contacted you. I immediately identified myself when I saw the owner. Yes, I didn't expect he was a handsome guy. The female store manager was very satisfied. After seeing the people, I thought it would be great to have a handsome guy. It can help me attract female customer. In fact, Luo Zihan suddenly asked, boss, are you still hiring part-timers? You also want a part-time job? The female shop owner was very surprised. Luo Zihan nodded and said, yes. The female shop owner was stunned for a moment. Then he immediately came to his senses and said, of course you can. I just need to recruit 2 people. I have a small request. Luo Zihan continued to say to the female shop owner, this kitten we have is very attached to us. When we are at work, can you put it aside? The female owner was a little hesitant. If this cat breaks something, or if they catch the customers or something, that would be bad. Luo Zihan saw his concerns. The alliance added that Xiaobai is very well behaved. He just stood there quietly watching us. I can do without salary. If I break anything, I will compensate you. Yes, but you still have to pay the salary. The female shopkeeper thought about it. Then he smiled and said, great, the couples are all handsome men and beautiful women. There is also a cute little white cat. Free publicity is coming. Then the shop owner went to get the store clothes for the 2 of them. While waiting for the female shop owner to take the clothes, I frowned and asked Luo Zihan, what do you do? You still lack this money? Luo Zihan replied with a smile, of course, I don't need money. I went to work with my boyfriend. Aren't you afraid you'll be bored? Mao Xiaobai heard in Luo Zihan's arms. He protested, the future is not yours alone. Luo Zihan quickly changed his words. Oh yes, it's our boyfriend. After the female shop owner brought the store uniform, the 2 began to work. A girl in the cafeteria to another girl who looks very good talking about Snow, the boy who works at the burger shop. It seems to be the handsome guy on Taiba. A girl named Kingsu look up in the direction of the burger shop. It's really him, isn't it? A careless freshman. I'm here to work study so soon. In Kingsu became confused. Maybe the family is not very wealthy. The girl next to him guessed that's even better if he is a rich young man. I'm tired of pursuing it. At this time, Lin Kingsu, I recognized Luo Zihan standing in front of the cashier again. Isn't this the girl who was next to Gu Kaincheng that day? A sense of crisis suddenly came over me. Why is he here? Didn't they all quarrel? Lin Kingsu continued to eat. I deliberately waited until most people in the cafeteria had left. Just walk to the burger shop. Handsome guy can order single step. Lin Kingsu ignored Luo Zihan say hello directly to Gu Kaincheng inside. This made Luo Zihan very angry. Who is this woman? So arrogant. Ignored me directly. Simply find this beauty. I'm in a good mood. Looking at Luo Zihan's joking answer, can't I find you some? Lin Kingsu still smiled and said to me, if you insist on asking for this, then I'll help you order it. Luo Zihan is about to explode with anger. Normally, he would have exploded. But now Lin Kingsu is a customer. He had to swallow his anger, so he glared at me fiercely. Lin Kingsu continued to smile and said, just a glass of Coke with ice. Wait a minute, I'll pack it for you. I turned around randomly to prepare Coke for Lin Kingsu. Luo Zihan stood aside biting her lip. She stared at Lin Kingsu. I'm calling you a nympho in my heart. Are you done with me? Can't you see I'm still here? Want Coke? I handed the Coke to Lin Kingsu. Lin Kingsu took it and said thank you. Then he took out his cell phone. Can you add me on WeChat? Let's forget about this. I refused with a smile. Luo Zihan is on the verge of going crazy. If I add your WeChat, I'm afraid I'll be beaten up when I get back. WeChat is convenient for contact. I like the food in your restaurant. If you want to eat next time, I will make an appointment with you in advance. Lin Kingsu opened her mouth. That's why I can't refuse. Obviously a veteran in the love field. I have no choice but to agree. What's your name, handsome guy? I'll give you a note. Lin Kingsu took the opportunity to ask for more information. We chatted for a while. He waved to me before he left. My name is Lin Kingsu. See you tomorrow on the way back. Luo Zihan became more and more angry. Moth is silent. Even Xiaobai hid in Luo Zihan's arms. I'm going to hug him. He also curled up and rejected me. I sighed in my heart. Sooner or later, Xiaobai will be led astray by him. Okay, don't be angry. I opened my mouth to comfort Luo Zihan. Why did you agree to that woman? Those unreasonable demands of people. Luo Zihan angrily asked him if he was a customer. As long as it's not excessively demanding as a waiter, I have to be satisfied. But this is an unreasonable request. I'm the order taker. He just ignored me. I'm so mad. Luo Zihan continued to complain. The counselor asked us to go to the classroom, where the class meeting was held in the morning. Military training uniform. Military training will start tomorrow. I interrupted Luo Zihan and said, I'll just go get it. Haven't you washed your clothes yet? If you don't wash it, it won't dry. Luo Zihan is hard. Then he grabbed my hand and pulled me to his side. The two of them stuck together. I haven't figured out the situation yet. Luo Zihan took out his cell phone with his other hand. He held it in front of the two of them and looked at the camera. Although I'm a little confused, but I did it anyway. Luo Zihan took several photos. After looking at the effect, very satisfied with a smile. Why are you taking photos? Suddenly, I then asked Luo Zihan in confusion, I'll talk to you later. I'll take Xiaobai back to wash the dirty clothes first. Luo Zihan was about to carry Xiaobai back. As soon as Xiaobai saw that I was leaving, I stopped being so mad. He quickly stretched out his two little paws towards me. You want to come with me? I smiled and held Xiaobai in my arms. Didn't you just not want me? Xiaobai me-eyed, licking my cheek to apologize. At this time, Luo Zihan added angrily, come back quickly after getting the military training uniform. Don't chat up with other girls. I see it's not working time. Ow, don't chat with others. After the two separated, Luo Zihan holding a mobile phone posted the group photo I just took on Taiba, then contact the forum administrator immediately. I will keep this post pinned for a year. The administrator is confused. Yesterday, a girl asked him to post pinned for 1 month. That was enough to surprise him. Na Luo Zihan directly told him that 1 year, and they are all related to Gu Kaincheng. The administrator couldn't help but feel jealous. Are all the rich women nowadays so rich? As expected, being handsome can make a living. When I got 2 sets of military training uniforms and prepared to go back, just then, Wu Hao ran into Gu Kaincheng, who was walking towards him. I'm about to go find you. Last night, I talked about signing up for the LOL competition. All that's missing is your identity information. I have to go back now. I'll send you the information when I get to the rental house. I smiled and replied, wait for me a moment. I went to the classroom to get a military training uniform and brought it back to the dormitory. It's a good way to go with you out of school. Just a good chat. I thought about it and agreed. It won't take long anyway, and followed Wu Hao to the classroom, where they held the class meeting, but I soon regretted it. Wu Hao's boss turned out to be Lin Qingsu and Gu Kaincheng. Lin Qingsu immediately recognized me standing at the door. Hello, Senior Lin. It's too late for me to escape now. I had to greet him awkwardly. So you are also from the computer department? Lin Qingsu was very surprised. Which class are you in? Software engineering. Soft class 4. I watched Wu Hao raise his eyebrows at me. Not far away. I really want to skin him alive. Stop watching the show, old thief. Come out and rescue me. So Lin Qingsu talked to me for a while. Just ask about the various tricks to get my information. Senior sister, I have something to do, and I have to go back to the rental house first. Let's talk next time. I can't stand it anymore, and I'm ready to run away. The little white in my arms keeps using paws hitting my chest. Show that bye-bye. Lin Qingsu did not try to stop me, just waved goodbye to me. Wu Hao laughed beside him and said, the school beauty wants to pick you up. I have tricked you into giving me so much information. I can't bear to interrupt your conversation. I think you are just here to watch the fun. I finished speaking and my mind suddenly shook. Is there anything wrong with saying that Lin Qingsu is the school belle? Lin Qingsu is good looking. He is tall and good looking. The family situation seems to be pretty good. No problem, I'm just asking. Actually, I'm stupid. I didn't expect Lin Qingsu to be the school beauty, but the buffs are all stacked up. But I think it will be soon. The position of school beauty is a must. Wu Hao suddenly said, why didn't you just mention that he has so many advantages? She should be the school belle. I looked at Wu Hao speechlessly. Yes, but I think your girlfriend is prettier. Your girlfriend has a kind of aura. I like it at first sight. I didn't know how to answer the call. After returning to the rental house, Luo Zihan is washing clothes. Didn't you say you'd be back soon? Meet high school classmates. I forgot the time we talked. I didn't say a word about Lin Qingsu's affairs. I want to just brush this matter off like this. How would you know? Xiaobai jumped out of my arms, walked to Luo Zihan's side, pushed his foot with his paw, pointed at me again. Tell me I'm lying, Xiao Wu. You're hiding something from me, Luo Zihan immediately asked angrily. I didn't. I'm still thinking of making excuses. Unexpectedly, Xiaobai turned back into a human. Sister Zihan Kaincheng deceives you. He and that noon the one you met is Lin King. Snow Girl, we talked for a long time. I pushed his chest and urged him to go, but he refused to move. Damn, I didn't expect Mu Yuru to complain. What else do you have to say? Luo Zihan stamped his feet in anger. You're a pervert, a hooligan, a pervert. Don't you think the two of us are not enough? I really just met him by chance. He greeted me. I just talked to him a few words. I tried my best to explain to myself, but Luo Zihan just wouldn't calm down. Even Mu Yuru was still exposing my quibbling made Yuru angry. You have to give us both an explanation. What do you want me to explain? My mouth is dry from talking so much. Where's your keyboard? Kneel down and admit your mistake to us. Luo Zihan stared at me angrily. Good guy, I'm also a man who can bend and stretch. If you tell me to kneel, I will kneel. I would rather die than do it. I won't do it even if you kill me. Then you go die. Luo Zihan stretched out his hand to grab me. I don't sit still, hiding and begging for mercy. I have something to say. A gentleman talks, not fights. I've already admitted I missed it. When I was hiding, I didn't expect Mu Yuru to suddenly pounce on me, push me down on the sofa. Sister Zihan, I grabbed Kaincheng and wanted to break free, but I didn't expect Mu Yuru to be so strong. Yuru, let go first. Luo Zihan's face flushed instantly. She was just angry. I forgot that Mu Yuru was still naked. Hurry and take Mu Yuru back to the room to put on clothes. I sat up from the sofa with a red face, pursed her lips and smiled. Milky hey hey. On the way back to the rental house after finishing my part-time job at night, Luo Zihan pouted and complained, you're such a good pervert again. I'm obviously the victim. Okay. It was Yuru who pushed me onto the sofa, I explained with a smile. Look, the corners of your mouth are almost curled up to the sky. I'm so happy. Luo Zihan rolled his eyes at me. Hahaha. I laughed when my thoughts were touch. But it was Yuru who sent it up herself. Then you won't push it away. Luo Zihan blames me. How old are you? I asked Luo Zihan with a smile. 19. What? Luo Zihan looked at me with puzzled eyes. You are 19 years old, 1 year older than me. My face is full of surprise. I thought you were underage. I'm already in college, even if it's a little younger. She must be over 18. Why do you think I'm underage? Luo Zihan didn't pick it up anymore. I thought you skipped the guitar, and I stopped talking in the middle of the sentence, and what Luo Zihan looked at me and asked nothing. I'm afraid you'll beat me up if I tell you I deliberately seduced Luo Zihan. Luo Zihan really got excited. Come on, tell me, do you know that you are tongue-tied when you are speaking halfway? I told you not to get angry. I said with a smile. Actually, it's because you sometimes really stupid and cute, some silly cute, especially when your jealous mouth bulged like a balloon. You say I'm cute. But where am I stupid? Luo Zihan is not convinced. Aren't you stupid? I raised my voice on purpose and you're wrong. A child who knows nothing yet be fussy about details. Luo Zihan's unconvinced explanation. This is to make you not biased, okay? And I don't know anything about down. He learns fast. Today I understand what jealousy is. By the way, Ru hasn't had dinner yet. The two mentioned Muyuru. I realized he hadn't had dinner yet. Hurry and rush to the rental house. Muyuru was curled up with her legs together, sitting on the bed. Why haven't Kainsheng and Sister Zihan come back yet? I'm so hungry. Yuru, we are back. Hearing the sound, Muyuru ran out happily. You guys are finally back. I'm so hungry. Wait a moment. I'm going to make you dinner. I changed my shoes and went into the kitchen. Yuru, let's go take a shower first. Zihan said to Muyuru. After taking a shower, the three of them had dinner together. I picked up the dirty bowl and walked to the kitchen. You guys go back to your room. I just need to clean the kitchen and the dining table. Okay, Yuru, let's go back to the room. Luo Zihan pulled Muyuru. I want to go back to my room. But after a few steps, Muyuru stopped at the door of Gu Kainsheng's room. Don't want to leave. I want to sleep with Kainsheng. But you have become a human now. I told you when you become a kitten, only then can I sleep with Kainsheng. Luo Zihan doesn't plan to let you Muru get away tonight. A sexy and soft kitten girl lying beside who can bear it. Sister Zihan, actually, you also want to sleep with Kainsheng, right? Muru suddenly spoke. Luo Zihan's face instantly turned red. I quickly denied that I didn't. Muru saw that Luo Zihan was saying one thing and thinking another. In this case, why don't we sleep with Kainsheng? Luo Zihan hesitated for a moment. I thought if this continues, 3 people will sleep in one bed. So why not start now? Luo Zihan quickly shook his head. I want to shake the chill out of my head. What am I thinking about? I can't let Yuru lead me astray. However, when Luo Zihan came to his senses but found myself, I was already being pulled by Muyuru involuntarily. Walked into Gu Kainsheng's room. Yuru, we can't just go into Gu Kainsheng's room like this. Get out of here quickly. Luo Zihan is blushing. Why not this morning? You rushed into Kainsheng's room. Yuru blinked her big eyes and looked at him. This is because Luo Zihan didn't know how to explain. In the morning he rushed into the room, right in front of the two of them. That's different. Luo Zihan's colleague came forward to argue. Hold Muyuru's hand at this time. After cleaning up, I pushed the door and walked into the room. I saw 2 women pushing and pulling in their bedroom. Damn, I just stood there in a daze.